You have to pull that mic close so they can hear you, Tony, but it doesn't catch everything.
Well, thank you for inviting me to come here, personal proposal to you. This proposal is for IT management service. That you have two documents in front of you, one is the presentation. Here's the presentation, which was supposed to be the client. The IT proposal actually talks about current challenges that the cause of village and how can we manage your IT better and how we improve it. Currently, we work with great services. We recently raised we call the IT service. We want to change the model.
We can't hear back here.
We would like to change the model to manage network service from break and fix. When you have a problem, you call someone to come and fix it. What we want to do is fix it before it breaks. So I'm going to go through this small presentation with you for beginners. First, we want to talk about is Microtech. We've been in business for a little over 24 years. We've been providing IT managed services for 12 years. We have lots of experience working with not-for-profit companies such as yours and providing managed IT services. We are in partnership with Micro. Micro is the world's largest distribution for IT services and products. We are also part of they call Venture Tech. We are a group of 320 companies. It's a external 320 companies. We are from USA, plus Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and Canada. We have 4,600 technicians available for our disposal to help and support whenever we need to. Our philosophy, approach, and strategy. We take bird's eye of the network, figure out what is the issue, and we avoid quick vendor solution. We rather go detail to figure out how to fix the problem for once and for all. We understand how to work with organizations. And in this case, the beneficiary is the community to get our activity profit. So we have to be the community center and make sure that we provide the services that we need. The other issue we have, nobody most non-profit companies have is that retaining employees, because we don't necessarily provide top dollars. So we have to make sure we provide them the adequate technology so they can perform the jobs. So what we are proposing is an all-inclusive maintenance support and service contract. What it means is that you will pay one price per month, which includes all of the IT services. You maintain and manage your entire computer network, desktops, laptops, some of the slides are cut off because it was supposed to be electronics, it is wider. The current network operating network issues out connectivity, stable environment, staff productivity and experiences, telecommunication, age, and different dependencies, different technologies. Managed IT solution, our proposal is to help you maintain and manage your network, your desktops, your laptops, your printers, your iPads, your smartphones. We provide proactive service rather than reactive service. So in this case, what I mean as reactive is when you call someone to come and fix it, it's already too late. Because now the person has to wait till you come into the office and fix it. So you may lose an hour, 2 hours, depending upon your service provider come and take care of it, or they can not even more whatever. However, that's the amount of time you lost from work, which is not acceptable. What we are proposing is that we will have proactive service. We will have our network engineer visiting the village hall, fire department, and the police department on a weekly basis. Come here, do proactive maintenance, provide server updates, figure out if there's any problem, get it fixed before it actually breaks. And this also includes consultative service, if we need to upgrade any network parts or whatnot, we'll let you know ahead of time what needs to be done. So we can budget it for next year or whatnot. I don't know how you guys work, but most companies would like to know how much money you got to put away for next year, or what I would be upgrading for, what service we need to do. The other thing also includes in our proposal is managing your other vendors, such as your phone vendors, your internet vendors, your software vendors, your printer vendors. I don't know what type of rates you are getting, but I think that you pay a lot for your phone services and internet services. A few sites down, a few pages down, I have a breakdown of the dollar reimbursement. Our initial plan is to begin management of current IT infrastructure, visit all sites, conduct a detailed technology assessment, initialize the assets, figure out who owns it, where is it. We'll also assign 2 project managers to your account. One will be off-site, one is remote site, one is on-site. On-site, all engineers will know everything about your network as well as the off-site engineer. We will also be again negotiating your rates with your vendors to see if you can some discount. In this case, we're going to work with another company. We're going to save them significant amount of money per month, approximately about $30,000 a month only on the phone bills. We negotiate the same contract. So the on-site engineer's job is to maintain the current infrastructure. If you look at it, the off-site engineer's job is to maintain your network remotely. Provide all the service packs and updates onto your network. So before it goes down, we know what's going on with the servers. Benefit to software is properly known as the growth speed and efficiency and robust and stable technology and positive user experience. Our goal is to provide solid infrastructure and ensure that people are able to work. My voice is breaking down a little bit. I'm not used to presenting to so many people. The managed IT service also includes 24/7 monitoring and maintenance of the network. So what it means is that we will have special software installed onto your network, which keeps track of everything that's going on with your environment. If there's any hanky-panky, if there's a virus, if there's a hacker get into your system, we know about it, we know about it, and we have it fixed and resolved before it causes any damages. The other thing we also do is to make sure that server is not overtaxed, not 2 things are going on. Let's say in the middle of the night, if the server is working very hard, and you know why it's doing that, we'll figure it out, maybe I can back up or something get into the system. What we also do is to provide available update and review before we apply new service packs. The issue is that when you do apply service packs from Microsoft, is that Microsoft actually says our email to worldwide people, hey, you know, my house is totally locked except this one window is open. In order for you to close that window, apply the service pack. And if you are not doing it right now, somebody can easily hack into your system and figure out what's going on. So I'm not too sure if you're doing it right now or not. However, this service pack has to be applied immediately. It has to be verified as actually is working. You check the status of your antivirus software, make sure software is up to date. Test our UPS system, which is your power system, and to make sure if you do use a power electricity in the village, servers are actually up and running and never go down. If it does go down, it goes down in a fashion that is programmed to turn off itself. You also review your processors for utilization and utilization. drive utilization, how much data is put on the hard drive? Do we have enough space tomorrow for disaster or something goes bad? We'll also review your network documentation, make necessary changes, we review your loggers, your firewall. This technology may be foreign to you, but these are the things required to run your network. So if you don't listen to any of this terminology, please stop me. By doing this process, what we are doing is that you're optimizing the server to perform at maximum speed and more reliable. After applying the updates on your software, that actually guarantees that it's not going to cause any adverse effect. But before you apply any updates, you have to review the new updates and make sure it will work correctly. So normally what we do is before we apply the updates, we test them in a sandbox within our environment before an engineer applies the new updates to your system. And we also monitor the system logs to make sure that no one is actually trying to get into your system who's not authorized. The system will actually keep track of anyone who's trying to get into your system. We know, let's say Mary Jane's trying to log in with her own password. She tried it 4 times, so we know that this person's not back in, or this person used to work here before. Now she has no rights to connect to the network, or she's trying or whatnot. So within our managed IT service, again, it includes the management of your servers, your desktops, your laptops, notebooks, iPads, printers, phones, smartphones. Smartphones are kind of important to make sure we maintain them. Because today's smartphone, you get your emails and everything onto it. If a village employee quits, we should be able to wipe its phone remotely to make sure none of the village's data travels with him. Because at that point, we can violate. We do the same thing with your iPads and your tablets. We put a special software onto it to make sure if the employee quits, we can wipe out the particular device. That is kind of very important to make sure that compliance with that. Help desk support, there's only one number to call, whether you're calling your printer, your laptop, your smartphones, anything to do with technology, you only call one phone number, that's it. And if you're not able to call, if you want to send us an email, this will be one simple address to an email. Email will be service@mpUSA.com, and you can monitor your tickets. We'll also give you an opportunity to create your own tickets, and you can say, well, work on my computer tomorrow at 2 and 4, I'll get lunch, or I'm going to be meeting, fix it at that time, and this is what we do. Our number to call is 312-357-0023. You're going to have your own preferred extension number. In this case, it's going to be 242. So your phone goes directly to your engineers, well, we're aware of the situation. They know what type of systems you have in place, what type of hardware you have, what type of software you have. So it actually cuts down on explaining to people what we have in place and what is it working. What we also allow for end users to create their own tickets. The benefit of that is you can actually create a list of your ticket, which means that if at one point you need to wait at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can look on your, as soon as you get the ticket, the engineer will update it and let you know this is what I did to your system, or this is what I want to do, or I'm trying to get a hold of you, can you call me, I called you, left a voicemail, whatnot. So you get an email alert that somebody is actually working on this particular issue. You're not able to just assume that if you're not able to connect to your computer, it's going to cause your computer is turned off. If it's turned off, you cannot connect to it. So we keep track of every single instance. Whenever we do updates, we provide you with the information you need, which is a little bit cute. We have a website or what we are actually lacking here is the CIO level service, which means you don't really have a chief information officer. Normally their job is to maintain the entire technology. See what we have in place, how can we improve, how can we maximize In this case, we don't really have anyone dedicated, if I'm wrong, just correct me, dedicated to maintain anyone. That is great going to have someone on board, which you give us easy technology, but since the legal, he or she knows how to talk to your vendors, and you get the right product, the right price, all the good stuff. So you get that service as a part of our management service. You have quarterly review of the technology, the technology, and talking to people. You can assign a individual or people who come and explain to you what's going on with different technology and how can we improve it, where can we cut costs, where are we spending money, and how can we reduce that recurring cost. In this case, we'll do with your phone vendors, your internet vendors, keep track of your assets, the assets taxonomy, so we know where the devices are located. And who has it. This is actually kind of very important page. It talks about your recurring costs. Currently, we are spending about $74,000 a year on your internet expense and your phone lines. We are spending about $66,000 a year on your software maintenance. And I don't know if you guys are utilizing all that software. Then we are spending about $6,100 for the maintenance on the phone system, which actually does not include any on-site visit. Each time we go from on-site, we get a separate report, which is not cheap. Next number is your yearly IT information service cost. That is $30,000 in total. So in total, we are spending about $176,100 for recurring IT maintenance costs. This is just a maintenance cost. You're not buying anything new. This is just renewal of the current software and the hardware support. Microtech cost to Sauk Village will be the same as the current cost, which is $30,000 a year. But the benefit you have with us, we will assign you dedicated engineers for visiting on a weekly basis. You will have a CIO level service, whose job is to maintain your technology and come back with some solutions as to how can we reduce our costs and how can we take more advantage of the current infrastructure. So your cost actually remains the same, however, you can add more added service. So in this case, anyone from the village can call us at any time for any type of problem between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Regardless of how many times you call us, your bill actually never goes up. The bill remains the same. So this part of the reason I think it will be more beneficial for you. There's no add-on expense that current. The first situation we have each time we call the IT fellow, it comes in, he charges you every month. So charge you for the amount of time he spends or she spends at your network fixing it or resolving the problem. So in this case, the benefit for you is you know this is your fixed cost. It's never going to go up. So what I've noticed many times is that sometimes people don't call the IT people. They know somebody's on the call for the service. So now what we take away is that particular burden from end user. We allow them to call us as many times as they need. How many for any issue, how do I put a footnote on my Word document? Many times you don't answer that question instead of I'm going to call this dumbfounded, you're going to get a bill of $200, whatever. In this case, it's all inclusive service that says no additional use. It's one fixed price every month that you pay for the service. So currently, the other issue we have is the current IT repair person or company doesn't really come out on a regular basis, where she can actually look at your current infrastructure, look at your technology, look at your servers, to see what's going on, if there's a problem. This person or company works like a fireman, which we don't really do. You want to make sure that you avoid fires from happening. You can, distinguish a fire once it's happened, it's already too late. It's already its cost damages. In your case, if your computer said, like you lost like 2 hours of productivity. That's what we now work altogether. So we also offer emergency service, although we have a dedicated team who's going to respond to you. Let's say there's an emergency, we dispatch additional engineers or all the sources to kind the issue that you may be facing. The other thing that we do for you is to help you procure the equipment. We got at your disposal in this case, it's you guys for that Sauk Village. I've been doing this business for the last 24 years. There's my family doing this, very well aware of the technology, we know how it works, what you do, what type of hardware or software is required to run your business. We don't try to buy the latest and greatest gadget. We want to make sure that what we have, we maintain it and exploit the technology to our benefits. We've also been recruiting rates for you, with your current vendors, such as your phone vendors, and your software maintenance company. You're paying about $66,000 a year to maintain the software. But my question would be, what are you maintaining, how are you doing it, what's going on, do we want to need the software, are we using the software? I have found in so many instances that people are paying for the things we're not even using. They used to use it at one point, now they still pay, they don't know if they use it or not. Because they say you don't really have someone who's in charge of technology in this space. You may have one, I'm just not aware of it. Other thing about our engineers is that each one of them will have a minimum of 5 years of experience. So when we call, we're not talking about somebody who's out of college, we're talking to somebody who's been in the field for more than 5 years. And they all speak English, this is what we support. I'm the only foreigner in my company. You guys have a proposal in front of you. The information is prepared for that. Allow us opportunity to serve you. We're very happy. Some of my clients are very large, some of them are very small, very similar size as yours. I have worked with very many companies, villages, small cities, large cities. Some of these villages have agreement that I cannot use them as a referral, or the city projects I cannot use them as my referral.
Is there any questions? Good.
I have one, and everybody's aware of it, that something happened at a Target. And I'm not saying we do anything like that, but what happens if somebody hacks into our system and steals private documentation from us, the residents, and stuff like that? Who's held liable for those damages?
In this case, you usually liable because you are holding those documents, that information onto your server. You become liable when they can prove that you have not done anything to protect this data, such as you don't have an active person looking at this logs, network logs, and the firewall will see if somebody trying to hack in. If you're not looking at it, somebody can get in and get out. How would you know?
What happened if we hypothetically took on your company? What can happen then? Is the liability still held on the municipality or your company?
Well, I don't think they can hold, as long as it can prove that we are doing everything we can, because there's nothing that's 100% proof. Target is a $1 billion corporation. Their security is top notch compared to our current security, which we have a Sauk Village. As long as you can prove we have done everything we work hard to make sure that we actually leaves the village. In this case, it actually reminds me about your emails as well. Like I was telling you earlier, people get emails on their smartphones. We should be able to delete those emails because once it leaves your company, that data is going with him on his smartphone. Now he or she can actually start this data or exploit this particular information with individual phone fashion he or she wants to use it. Currently, there is no system in place. It's all really very to $5 under the state from the smartphone. Let's say, tomorrow you resign as a trustee. I don't have any way to what you know to do. So what I would suggest is some of the recommendation will be is that all the employees of the Sauk Village will sign a document which says, I'm allowing you to apply my phone if I will quit this job. So we are legally covered A and B, and we can then remove the data out of the system. So we can actually buy this phone if you want. And it's done all remotely, person doesn't have to be here, they can send us a resignation letter, while, this is why we want to auto with the why, okay, on the why.
Trustee Burns?
You put the entire system, change the entire system, which is your system. You just said, we're still going to do one. Now, if you just come in our house and take everything over, to your system or everything, and then you still make me liable, you just not take over it?
No, but what happens is that they want to make sure that you have done everything in your part to maintain your data, which means you have to make sure that you secure your data, the security is in place, such as you do have a firewall, it has to be working. Right now, currently we don't know who is managing or looking at it, you aren't looking at it. The only way you find anything out is when you look at it, so ISIS is trying to have income, or get somebody, or if you do that. Okay, so what we want to do, if you don't have a proper security system in place, we have to put one in there. And I will be back to the board because of that, yes, why do I put this particular security system in place?
Any other questions? Go ahead, Trustee Orchard.
I don't have a question. You said there's a call center that you can call in for help, or would there be people that come out on site, or
Right.
how many people will be available?
So the way it's going to work is that we're going to assign a network engineer to your account and a desktop engineer to your account. Network engineer's job is to come here every week, come to your Sauk Village, to look at your servers, make sure they're functioning properly. Most of the time what happens is that if one hard drive fails in the server has multiple hard drives. You won't know it's failed already, unless somebody goes and takes a look at it. Okay, so how we have is not just looking at anything, but we are proposing, so we're going to have someone come here on a regular basis once a week, come take a look at the environment, see what's going on. With desktop support, you can call in anytime you want to, for any reason you want to. And you're also going to have a desktop systems engineer who's coming to this office taking care of the desktop computers, working on a print. I have this issue. Most of the issues we can resolve immediately. In some instances, if I need to replace a piece of hardware, we will let you know what I need to do. And you can what is your process of doing business. Most companies use support to purchasing manager with all of parts.
So basically, what you're saying with this sheet with the prices, you'll have a technician come on site once a week to check the hardware and the equipment, and then we'll have access to call 800 number if you get 25 systems and no additional charge. But the bottom line is this will be the yearly cost just for that.
That's what that.
This price, this last price right here,
For $30,000?
no, this is 176,000.
No, that you are paying right now for your maintenance of the current software and hardware. That's what you are paying.
This is what we're paying right now.
Right. And you're paying your different vendors. There are four vendors involved. In this case, your phone vendor. Then you have your software vendor. Then you have your telephone vendor. And the last person is your information technology support person. So his cost to me right now is about $30,000 a year, and we are proposing to charge you the same amount of money, except that with us, you're not saving the real dollars, but you're getting a lot more than that. You are getting someone to be on site every week who's looking at the systems. You have access to us for all the time. And we are monitoring the network 24 hours a day. So if there is a any issue with your network, we know about it, if we know about it.
I'm just trying to get the bottom price now,
$30,000
$30,000. That's what you would charge for all of the, communities that you just talked about.
Right.
All those features,
Right.
as opposed to you just go to and not just go to and you.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So, your cost is going to remain the same, except you get like more for your money.
Yeah.
Okay?
Couple
So,
times a day.
$74,000 that you're paying for your phone set all, for your phone and internet, it's not going to change till you get on board, and you would actually try to renegotiate the current contract to figure out what's going on.
Question?
The other question I have is the other departments, the police department, the fire department, the Department of Public Works, Emergency Services Organization, would you be going to their facilities and checking on everything inside that as well?
Yes, and what we will give them is the website address where they can update any tickets if they are not available, if they think there's a problem, or if they need any help, they can either call us or email us or open a ticket. So you have three options available to you. We actually recommend people to open up a ticket, so this way you can keep track of how are we performing, are we even performing, and how long does it take us to resolve the issue.
Now, with the fees that are incurred, hardware, of course, is you're buying something, you know, a hard drive. But what about software updates? Do you guys provide those at no additional cost?
Well, the software, currently what you are doing is buying the software update for $66,000 a year from a said company. That's what you're paying. So that you will have, that cost is going to happen continuously until somebody goes there, figures out why are we paying so much money, what type of software is it, are we even utilizing this particular software, are we utilizing every part which is included. So in this case, many times, you know, I will, in this example, let's say I have RCN cable modem at home, they charge additional money for HBO, CBS, whatever, but I don't watch those channels. Only thing I watch is Bloomberg or watch CNN. So unless somebody's looking at your bill, say, hey, wait a minute, I want your service. It's not that I don't, but I don't really care for HBO, CBS, or whatnot. So that's where we come in and help you reduce all of your recurring costs. Okay? This is just an example of 3 or 4 different vendors that I gave you. This is the only information that I have. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I have a couple of questions. When it comes to your equipment, you're gonna come in, you're gonna give us an evaluation, you're gonna look at all of our equipment in different areas. Say for instance, you see that our equipment is not conducive. Will your contractor, with your service be contingent upon us updating that before you could do anything, or can you work with what we have?
Now, we'll work with what you currently have. However, we're going to let you know what are the issues you're going to be facing soon. So our goal is to let you know ahead of time so you can plan for it. So you can put some money in your budget, so we make sure we can be able to buy this equipment in the future. We're going to do everything to maintain what you currently have. After taking the inventory, it's realizing all the equipment. Now you know for real exactly what type of assets does the city owns.
Now, you did say service call. If one of our computers went down, would there be an extra charge for someone to come out?
Absolutely not. It's all part of the service contract, whether I fix it remotely, on-site, or while I'm driving on the phone, I can call the that you call on, I can fix it on the employee as well. So all of that is part of our services. There is no add-on cost for on-site visit, or travel fee, or additional cost.
And then also on your, I guess your agreement, your billing and payment terms, your late fee,
Yes.
175, right?
Yes.
Plus 1.5%. Correct. Now, is that after 30 days or that's after we get the bill?
No, you have 30 days, you'll be on net 30 contract with us, which means you have 30 days to pay off your bill. After the 30 days, you have to pay the late fee, just like you pay your rent, you don't pay
Okay, because it said here do upon receipt. That's what.
So Rachel, we put you on a 30-day scan.
And writing program, does your service write programs? Say for instance, we have a program right now for whatever, I just say water or whatever. Will you come in and rewrite that, or a program that we're currently doing something to make it more feasible, make it more economical, or is that an extra cost to rewrite a program?
A programming service is not out of this contract. We can, however, write the programs for you. Many a times it's feasible to buy something off the shelf and modify it. Many a times it's fruitful to build your own. In this instance, I had a company, they wrote their own program to manage their contracts. This when they wrote $500,000 to get anywhere, and then we're look, I can actually get you exactly what you want. It's not about $5,000 per program.
And the last one, you did mention service calls. But the service calls that you actually charge for, I saw some of them in there. Do we get any service calls other than what you, I mean, with the contract?
Okay, no, what do you mean?
Say the whole, but I couldn't understand, the whole system went down, I can understand, you know, to come do that. But if we have one particular, someone dropped the computer or whatever, I mean, do we get maybe 2 or 3 of those a year free, or each time that happens?
It's all free.
Oh, okay.
Every single thing we do with technology is part of the contract. You break your phone, you call me, look, I dropped my phone, it's broken, I got a new phone, can you configure it to work on my network so I can get my emails? Sure, it's part of our agreement.
Okay, that's what I wanted to find out. Okay, that's good.
Anything to do with technology is part of my agreement.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I'll be honest with you, it took a while for Mike and I to get together. And I'll be honest with you, because I was kind of skeptical about what they could do for us. I know our finances. And as we met, the information he provided, it started coming in thinking, you know, we're bringing our village back up to where we need to be at in the 21st century. And I know it's tough decisions we talk about that we're looking at this next year. But when he came in and said, you know what, I can come in and do all this plus more than what you're currently getting for the same price, I kind of sat up in the chair and started listening. And just some of our conversations that we've had and what we've talked about here today, 24/7 service for our employees. So that's important, especially when you have the fire department that's running 24/7, the police department that's running 24/7, especially important for that. We talked about our current website. We have one individual that's running that website. They're willing to come in, look at our website, see what they can do to help improve our website, and provide training so that certain individuals or we decide that wants to be part of the website can start working. So like the public relations, the opportunity to go into the public relations site. Police department can do their own updates. Fire department can do their own updates in their website. So I felt, you know, that's something that's needed right now. The fact of our current network, looking at our current network, coming in and finding out exactly what's going in, what's going out, that's important, especially when you're running a municipality. Making sure that our firewalls are where they're supposed to be, making sure that someone's not coming in and pulling data that shouldn't be pulling that data. We talked about the emails. And he pretty much touched a little bit of talking about your tablets and your phones and your laptops. But what's important to realize is they're coming in to set us up a VPN type of email system. By setting that up, it gets us away from what we're currently using, which is some internet-based email service, which we need to get out of. It's important. Be able to say, okay, you can now get your emails through your cell phone, you can get your emails through your tablet, get your emails through your laptop is a luxury. But before you can do that, you're going to have to click on a button. You're going to have to sign a piece of paper saying that if you ever leave the municipality for any reason, we have the right to go in there and wipe your computer clean. Your computer, your laptop, your tablet, your phone. some people have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it because where I work at does the same thing. Before I can access my emails from work on my phone, I have to click on there and say, yes, you have the right to wipe my phone. As a municipality, it's important. As a municipality, it's important to have something like that, to be able to have the backups, to be able to keep the archives, especially with FOIA requests, anything like that. This is all in one location. Okay? He did a great job talking about going in and negotiating what we're currently paying. As a community, we're paying $174,000 a year. That's just the information based off of what Mohan gave it. To have someone come in and represent us and go back and renegotiate some of these fees, and like you said, some of these software fees that we're paying, are we really using that software? Or is it something that 20 years ago, someone put it on the books and no one has ever went back and just as clockwork, we just continue to pay it every year? The fact that, talking about our phone rates, we talked about the T lines that we have coming in. We have, was it 2 or 3? We have 3 T lines coming into the police department. There's no reason for it. And again, for someone like us sitting around the table who may not be computer genius, he comes in and I asked him to come through and do kind of do a walkthrough so he could at least get a quote. First thing Mike says, you don't need all 3 of those T lines. And you're paying for every single one of those T lines coming into your police department. To be able to go to our internet suppliers, we're paying for internet through our phone service, and we're paying internet through our internet service currently right now. Something that probably none of us don't have any idea, but he can take a look at some of our phone bills, he can take a look at our internet bills, he knows what's happening. And again, before even providing us with a contract, he shared this information. So he showed that he'd like to get our business. The training, that's important, to be able to train individuals, employees, again, on the internet, training on the phones, things like that, on the website, and the security. That was really important, I felt, that the security when it comes to our emails, the security when it comes to our websites, and the security when it comes to our network. All for the same price we're currently paying right now. And the fact that he realizes we have a great individual that's been working for this village for quite a few years, but all these years he's been in firefighting mode. And when you call him, he's coming to fight a fire. We're looking at getting someone, number one, that's going to be here to start looking at our system to see what needs to be fixed, to make recommendations to the village board, to help us as we look at some long-term, short-term goals on things that need to be repaired, and be able to take care of those day-to-day operation or issues. Also, on top of it, having other individuals you can call on a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week service call, and maybe you can take care of it right from your computer on the phone, or be able to email someone and ask them, and taking pictures of your desktop and saying, here's the problem I have, and sending it off. So, like I said at the beginning, I was very skeptical about when Mike started contacting the village and saying, you know what, I have a service I think it can benefit your community, I'd like to come in. It took us a while to get together. Finally, I said, I'll tell you what, you can come in, you can meet with Mohan, you can take a look, just put something together. And then again, we didn't meet for a while there either. And then finally he came back and we were able to meet. He said, here's what I have. And I said, well, you know what? I said, if you can provide all that, I'm going to get you before the village board. So,
Also, do you want to use some contact information to talk to some of the current lines? To put on call them, how's our service? I would put, you call them. So how much are we not happy with how I revolutionized their environment. I mean, in so many cases, most places they are not, they're business people, they don't know the technology. They need to have somebody who is on their side. When this makes this thing, makes it work. Actually, one person, I have a contract, I cannot share this information. I work with a very large city to provide deployment for them. They gave me 12 weeks to deploy 1,400 computers, 700 printers, install 12 different software, and train about 1,400 teachers how to use the system. While they had everything in possession for me over 2 years, they could deploy.
All due respect, I mean, you said you work for, I mean, is there any, how do we find out? You said you have to.
Yeah, I have a referral for you here in the back. Under a scope of work. I think we have provided you with 4 or 5 different contacts you can call. In this case, it's going to be, some of them is going to be not-for-profit companies such as yours. Some of the companies are fairly large, they've got about 400 users, 300 users. Some of them are as small as 75 users, 100 users. Was that wrong?
It says scope, exhibit A, scope of work, right?
Just go that way.
It just says overall, NTUSA, like, it doesn't have anything about
If it's missing that page, I'm going to pull it, issue you that email. I'll send it to Debbie. With 4 or 5 contacts, you can call these companies.
Now, you said you can't talk about the municipalities, but what about any other government agencies? Hospitals or schools, anything like that?
You see, I need to log this, I need to look at my document, what type of agreement we have with different companies, what we can share. Can I find that out?
Is there a reason?
Yeah, because we have confidentiality agreements with some companies, some organizations, they tell us we cannot share anything.
Anything that you're working for them? I mean, I'm not asking for any.
You know, we cannot, that's the agreement we have, so I just want to make sure before I read that information, I'm not violating the contract. Next thing I know, I'm going to be nurse.
But you can send an email with some contacts and
I'm
stuff.
going to send you about 5 or 6 contact information from different organizations, not-for-profits. Some of them are in Harvey, near Harvey and stuff like that. So you can talk to them and find out exactly what I'm doing for them. I give you information on some insurance companies, some for-profit and not-for-profit, so you can talk to this different diverse group of people who have been working with me. So you can tell how we do with them. Okay. The idea is that you should be able to call them and say, hey, that's not going to work for you, and what have to work with the That's very important.
But I'm just, I mean, working for a municipality, I mean, maybe it's different than working for a school, a church.
It's almost the same thing, regardless of if you are a government agency or not a government agency. As far as technology is concerned, 100% is the same technology, only differentiator is 10% of how you work. Okay, are you profit-centric or are you here to support the communities? So that's what actually differentiates you from other people, for profit companies. I thought I saw it here for the information, but I'll send it out to Gary immediately.
Any other questions?